Hi, I'm Brittany, and this is vlog number 8. You may have heard 8 before, but this is the real 8. No nail polish at the moment. I'm getting ready to do it again. This is Casual Saturday, and it's minimum makeup and basically you know, go as you are. I don't know if you realize, but I don't, after 8 videos, I don't know, I don't wear foundation. I will occasionally. My skin is still recovering from laser and electrolysis. It's pretty brutal. Let's adjust the camera a bit. Muscle get comfortable. So I'm going to do some work while we talk. So I don't know if you can see that. That's OPI, and this is I don't know. Let's see if it'll focus on it. It's called Thrill of Brazil, and this is what I call Ferrari Red. I don't care what they call it. I know what I call it. It's irrelevant what they call it. I just look forward to the store, and you know, as soon as I have it, I call it what I want. Subject at hand is something I face every day. It is not anything that I'm going to do a couple of toes while we talk. So if I'm not watching the camera, it doesn't mean I don't care. So fact is that you know, whether you're just starting out or you're dealing with transition for months or years already, like myself. For me, it's financial. From a mental standpoint, like, you need to be clear in your head. It's what you want. As I don't need to like remind you, you know, if you get breast implants, you don't take them home and take them off at night when you come back from a date. They're yours. And you know, all these kind of effectively permanent decisions you make have to be weighed carefully. I want to cut to it. So, you know, whether you're talking about setting a goal to tell your parents you're transgender, or you're setting a goal for maybe you got past that, maybe you're you know, talking about hormones, you know, either with your friends or maybe the endocrinologist or with your mom, or it would be unusual, but with your dad. I just don't think guys take it as well as, I mean, I think there are women out there that don't take it well either. You can't generalize. Some people are not going to like you just because of what you are. Some people don't really care, you know. I'll only tell you this, as a side note about friendship. Make friends with people who you have something in common with, but ideally that I guess that's it. It's just touch-ups. I'm going to wear heels tomorrow, and I don't want to look like an idiot. I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, because, you know, I will occasionally walk out with chipped fingernails. I don't think it's... I don't do acrylic. I did acrylics. They made a mess out of my nails. I wore them for a year. And so because I suffer from psoriasis, you can get it under the nails. It kind of looks like your nail bed is receding. And that's what it looked like for me, and I was in for really deep crap if I didn't get them off. So I got them off after, it wasn't a year, it was more like, I don't know, 8 months, something like that. The point of this video, vlog number 8, is you can do this, you can do one of two things. You can either wish that you're going to make progress, or, it's tea, tea, want some? Okay, I won't do that. It's weird. You either can wish for progress, or you can set goals and make progress. And goal setting is not something that you're going to chisel in concrete. So you're not going to, on day one, say, well, I'm going to do this by such and such a date. I have to do it by that date. Because that's what I put down for my goals. That's crap. Goals are subject to revision, whether you're talking about your personal business or you're talking about goals, in, like I said, in your personal business or in your professional business. They're subject to revision. Put it to paper. If you like Visio, use Visio. I use Visio. And I flowchart what I think I'm going to do. And it has helped me because it's giving me clarity about, it's like, okay, look at that path, you know, I have to do this by that date, I have to do this before I do this other thing, and you need to do that. You're going to be grossly inefficient if you don't. Gee, once again, I've lost track of how much time this video has gone by. I'm going to guess. We'll say 7 minutes. Okay, so we have like, I don't know, 8 minutes. I'm going to have to guess. It's beautiful, isn't it? Set your goals. Be willing to be flexible. Be willing to revise them. Look at them often. Know what you're trying to achieve at each step. If you're not sure of what goes before, like, here's an example. I'm coming up to it. And I'm a strange example. I'm going to give you a tidbit. Tidbit is I've transitioned before and I came back. I don't know if that was made clear. And one day I'll tell you why. You know, it wasn't that the cops were chasing me or anything like that, or I was escaping a boyfriend, or you know, some kind of mortal danger, or whatever kind of, you know, fantasy reason your brain can come up with. I'm doing base coat. It's more about, alright, I don't really want to get into the reasons why, it doesn't matter, but my perspective is very valuable because, you know, I've been out in the business world as a woman. You know, my name changed and going to a 9-to-5 job, and you must be wondering, what the hell am I back to this for? Well, I'll only tell you that discrimination runs far and wide. And when I did it, I can tell you this. Every single one of you can what's the word? You can relate to this. Severe discrimination, like beyond comprehension. I think before I don't know. Alright, just wait. I was trying to decide whether or not I want to drop my hair. It's so wet and I want it to dry. It's gonna end up being curly for Mother's Day. I love it. I really do like it curly. I don't fight it. It's not super curly. It's a lot more curly than it used to be, which is really bizarre. First time, like when my hair was as long as it was never curly. I don't know. I mean, maybe it was so heavy that it just couldn't be curly. See what happens when I have my hair back. And one of my friends who's already pointed this out, watching other videos, God bless him. This guy I've known probably longer than some of you have been alive. He says, well, you know, you really should get your hairline fixed. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I know. You know, what are you going to say? You know, people are going to tell you all kinds of shit. You know, you just have to Be the proverbial, I'm doing my other hand. You have to be the proverbial duck, and you have to let stuff roll off your back when they tell you. People are going to tell you all kinds of stuff. Your mother is going to give you some advice, you know, kind of maybe like advice she would have gave a daughter. You never know. Whatever kind of advice people give you, you know, look them in the eyes and say thank you. It doesn't matter whether you agree or you don't. You don't have to agree. Learn to be gracious, because that's part of being a woman. And I don't tell you stuff lightly. You know, I don't have a lot of transgender friends. I have real female friends. I don't say real female. Yeah, real female. I mean, they're females. They're biological females. That's not a dig against trans. It just so happens to be that way because where I live, there are no trans girls, and frankly, I don't participate in the LGBT center, at least the one that I went to, because they cater to gays, and gays and trans girls they're not the same. But you all know that already. If you have a goal, let's say it's name change. Know what your state requires. Know where to get the forms. If somebody wants to know that information, I can give you a great website, and I'm gonna make you work for it every time. You're not getting anything for free. You have to write me, and you have to ask for it. And transitioning is murderously difficult work. If you're not willing to do this, then I would assume, as a lot of people might about you, you're not serious. The name change is a good example. Just know what steps go before what, how much it is, how long does it take to process, what do you do before you get your name change, what do you do after. I'll give you an idea of what you do after. Have a shopping list of every single thing your name might be on. For example, it's on your driver's license. That's the very first thing you ought to do, is change your driver's license. First thing out of the gate. If you don't want to do that first, do your social security card, but I would do your driver's license, because the driver's license, the social security people are going to want a picture ID. So you have to do an order. You go get your driver's license, go get your social security card, and then it's all the other stuff. It's credit cards, it's bank accounts, it's insurance policies of any kind, whether it's auto, home, health, whatever. Every single club you belong to, every website you got your name on, all kinds of crap like that. You're gonna have to make an enormous ass list. And if you have access to a computer, get yourself a spreadsheet, like program like Excel or something. You know, you put in column A, you put we got 2 minutes less or less. In column A, you put, you know, the name of, let's say Visa, I don't know, from Bank of America or Citibank or something, and then you put, you know, like the date that you called, or the date, you know, what you had to do. You should put a description of what you had to do, the address. There's almost never going to be a fee, but you should probably have a fee column. You should ask. It'll almost never be the case. Okay, we're coming up on 15 minutes, and you know, I'm going to talk about wishing versus actually doing a bit more in the next video, because this is a very serious subject. It's going to make the difference between you watching the calendar, the months tick by and the years tick by before you transition, and you actually getting something done and getting to your dream and having your dream, however you want to put it. Love you. Bye.